go. Well, hey, Ben, it's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Listen, let's go ahead and get into another episode of Love Island. Let's talk about it. All right, y'all already know how this go, okay? I'm just gonna go ahead and jump in real quick on just a few notes and stuff, okay, of what I've captured, all right? Of course, this is the day where Cinco has to kind of like make a decision, and he's kind of like all over the place, not really sure which way he wants to go. Okay, now what I did notice when it was bedtime, I saw Cinco and Cash in the bed. They was getting real frisky and real freaky, honey. They was really kissing each other and doing all this extra stuff, rubbing and filling up, rubbing up and touching up on each other. I'm wondering if Cash was trying to lay it on him thick, considering the fact that she knows he's gonna have to make a decision very soon on who he wants to be with, type thing. And then I also feel a way about us seeing this play out when it's like, I mean, maybe we should see it play out, but it's like he's making a decision before we even do the recoupling. So why is he making this decision sooner than what we wanted? You know what I'm saying? But I guess I ain't, whatever. All right, now let's move on to Josh and Shannon, because he pulled her to the side to have a conversation with her, okay? He wants to know how she's feeling, what's going on. He wants to assess things with her because he noticed that when Isaiah has come into the house, he kind of got a little bit of her attention. He sees what she's interested in. So he's trying to see what's up with you and me, what's good. And she pretty much tell him like, we cool or whatever. I'm a little apprehensive about you because of the stunts that you've been pulling around the house, even though, don't mind the fact that I wasn't really into you for real to begin with. You know what I'm saying? But when I looked around the house, I felt like you was one of the best options, so I continue to rock out with you, but I'm still a little apprehensive about the actions and things that you have taken. But I mean, I will tell you this, just like I saw him, I'm gonna get to know Isaiah either way it go. Like, if he wants to get to know me, then that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so you just gonna have to sit there, sit still, deal with it, and hope that I come back to you. That's just where we at with that. Okay, I really think Shannon was and is banking on him choosing her. I don't think that Isaiah is going to choose her, but we'll see how that's going to play out, because Isaiah goes and I think he's having a conversation with Cinco, and maybe it was Will he was talking to, and he was just saying that what I captured was that he wasn't as interested in Shannon as he thought he was. Okay, he says that she reminds him of a woman that he's dated before. Like, I'm familiar with her, but the type of woman that I've dated before, like, they were very toxic and they really weren't a good match for me. So that's what made me be like, okay, he probably not gonna choose her because he probably don't want to go down the same road. Okay, and when I see Shannon in the way that she talks to Josh sometimes, she's very conflicting to me. She's kind of like Cinco, I suppose. So I don't really trust Shannon for real, and I feel like she does give off a toxic energy. So I feel like Isaiah may be dead on with his thoughts about her, and maybe he should not choose her. But when it comes to Amy, he does like Amy. One thing he did say that he don't like that Miss Shannon does is not come up to him and pull him to the side to have a conversation, because he's trying to figure out, girl, what's going on with you and Josh? Like, what's up over here? Okay, because I can't seem to get, more time with you unless I'm pulling you to the side. How about you come and show your interest and you pull me to the side? So then he mentions how he's kind of interested in Amy as well. And then Cinco tells him, well, Amy wants a man that's going to show that they're interested, be assertive and stuff. So she's not going to run after you either. Okay, Playboy. So I don't know what you think this is out here in these streets, baby. But you're going to have to figure out something else. Okay. These women ain't gonna be up here running up behind you. Okay, you may be a pretty boy, but you're not that pretty for them to run up behind you. Okay, everybody can't be Trina. Okay, so that's that on that. Let me go ahead and move up. Speaking of Trina, all right, so Trina and Cinco, they're talking. Okay, she pulls him to the side, interrupts what he's doing so they can have a sit down and they could talk. Okay, Cinco says that he can't make up his mind about who it is that he wants to be with. Trina says that he did say that he's gonna try to make a decision today, though. Even though it's a tough decision for him, he's gonna try to make that decision today. And Trina says that she's just super anxious to find out what his answer is going to be. Now, as he's walking off, she decides to give him a kiss. No, well, she thought he was going to kiss her, so he ended up kissing her anyway. And I just kind of felt the way about that. I was like, Cinco, you trash, okay? Then you pretty much told her that you're going to choose her by saying, I gave you one kiss, but I'll save the other kiss for later. I said, okay, well then, boom, that's that on that. He's going to pretty much go with Trina. My issue with Cinco is this, okay? Yeah, it's a dating show. Do what you want to do. Whatever y'all going to choose, what y'all going to choose. But I just kind of feel like if you had the option in the beginning to choose Trina and you did it, So for me, I feel like you should honor the decision that you chose to make, which is to link up with Cash and be with Cash. Because I feel like whenever other people haven't been able to get the person that they wanted, they was just shit out of luck, to be honest, until somebody else came into the house. They was just SO damn L. Unless there was a recoupling, they got recoupled with somebody else, and then that's when the connection formed. All right. So for me, that just, I don't know. I ain't really like all that. Okay, so I feel like if somebody else would have came into the house and Cinco would have been like, okay, I'm interested in knowing this new person, cool, right? So I mean, I just didn't like that. That's just me, you know. That's my issue with Cinco. Like, honor the decision that you made from the beginning. And yes, I'm still gonna have an issue with Trina, because to me, Trina does run up behind Cinco, but I also feel like Cinco kind of gives her a reason to run up behind him. It's kind of like, girl, this man didn't even choose you in the beginning. He's still with your friend Cash, but you're saying that you don't really want to hurt your friend Cash. But then I guess you don't want to be the woman up there that ain't got no man or something like that, or somebody that's interested in you, so you decide to go back after him. Like, and then have the audacity to sit down with this girl and tell her, I'm playing catch up with him. Bitch, how you playing catch up with somebody that's coupled up with someone else? Who says that? Okay, let me go ahead and just read on some more before we get to that. All right, we get the ladies that get the text message about how they're going to be having a night out on the tile. So they're going to be getting outside the villa, hanging out, having a little lunch. All right, so the ladies are sitting down having this lunch. And Amy speaks on Jeremy and Isaiah and how she is more into Isaiah than she is into Jeremy. Okay, we already knew that. Okay, if you watch the drop or whatever, we already knew that Jeremy is just not giving her that oomph like she wants it. Okay, but it seems like Isaiah came in the house and he already had everything that she needed. Period. Now, when it comes to Cinco, because Olivia brings up Cinco, makes him a topic of conversation. Cash says that the issue she's having is that she can't open up to Cinco. She's having issues opening up to Cinco. She said if she loses Cinco, it's really only because she won't open up to him. That's the real thing. I believe what Cash is saying, because he said that out his mouth too. You know, he definitely said that, like, I really like you. Everything else is great. I just want you to open up more. But she has a fear of being hurt. So that's why she's not really opening up to Cinco, which I think is like not cool, because even Kira had an issue with being hurt, but she still kind of opened up to Will, and things are working out in her favor over there. So I wish that, you know, Cash will open up a little bit more. All right. Trina gets a bit upset because how Cash phrased it, she was just like, if I lose him, it's merely my fault. You know, it's on me because I didn't open up. But I feel like Cash took that wrong in a sense. Cash took it as she was trying to say that he's settling for her, and the only reason why he's getting with her is because you wouldn't open up. Or like, but honestly, that is what it is. Okay. She's like, I'm playing catch up with him. I'm not chasing. You're making it seem as though I'm chasing him, and I'm not chasing him. I'm playing catch up. Ain't nobody say that you was chasing him. You said that, so that must be true. That's how you feeling. That's how you feeling. So I'm playing catch up with this man. How you catching up with somebody that's coupled up with someone else already? Okay, that you was highly aware of. He didn't choose you. It was what it was, girl. So she just, I don't know, girl. Y'all know I'm not really feeling Trina. I feel like Trina is full of SHI and a T. And I also feel like she's not in that by herself. I understand Cinco. She says, what I see is a man that, you know, really likes me. It doesn't want to hurt anybody in this process. And I'm like, girl, bye. But I feel like with Cinco, he was out of line too, because I told y'all already, I feel like you made that decision. You should stand by that decision. And when it's time to recouple, maybe you can do a wow factor and then recouple with Trina at that time, you know. But at the end of the day, I still would have felt the way about that, to be honest, because you didn't choose her in the beginning. You with Cash. They're cool in the house. It would have been better if you would have just connected with a woman that was just coming into the house versus somebody that's already been there. But I could be wrong. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments about that down below. I definitely feel like it's not Trina's fault alone. I think that, you know, Cinco shares fault in that as well. And I've already explained that, okay? So while the girls are away, the guys are definitely going to play. And what did we get? The guys got a text message about 3 new ladies coming to the house. Florita, Leanne, and Roxy. They all come to the house, all right? Now, Corey and Florita are feeling each other. Okay, Cinco over there, he goes to talk to Leanne, and Leanne is definitely feeling him. And he tells her pretty much that, dang, you came into this house after I've already kind of in a tough spot where I have to make a decision about which woman that I'm going to choose, you know. So that's already a tough spot. But I'll tell you this, I'm still open to getting to know you. And see, that's where Cinco be. I mean, you got to be open in this process. It's Love Island. But I want to say that's where he be messing up, but then it's like, you got to be open, you know what I'm saying, to talk to these people. So he's going to be open. And I want to see, once he chooses Trina at the recoupling, how is this going to work with he and Miss Thang going out on a date and stuff. I want to see how Trina is going to handle that. I do feel like with him newly recoupling or finally making his decision on Trina, I don't think a new girl can come in at this time and just going to be able to pull him away just yet. Like, she going to have to be the bomb.com. So I don't think new girl is going to necessarily be able to pull Trina from Cinco. And I also feel like Cinco was conflicted. He was really conflicted in his spirits between Cash and Trina. So it makes me think he's not going to want to have those same feelings, or not going to want to put Trina through that same thing. So he's likely going to just stay where he's at, unless Trina operates in a extremely jealous or doing the most type of way. Then he may reconsider. But I don't think the new girl's really going to have an effect on them, okay? Isaiah and Roxy go over to talk. She is mesmerized by his eyes. She thinks that he is very handsome. So she's definitely into him. And from the drop, it seems like she's interested in Jeremy as well, okay? Now, Corey gets a text message, okay? He gets the opportunity to, actually, let me go. Before he gets this text message, Corey gets a chance to have a sit down with Florida because they're enjoying each other. She asked him, they're interested in each other. So he asked him, she asked him, what is it like? Where did you get your eyes from? I'm like, first of all, what the kind of question is that? What? Where did you get your eyes from? What is that? So then Corey says, I don't know. Like, I honestly think that I'm adopted. Yeah, y'all tried to skirt over that part, but I definitely heard that. And I'm like, Corey, baby, you got some black in you, honey. So what do you mean you're adopted? What do you mean? Okay, which one of your parents is black? Okay, what's what, honey? All right, but he's mixed with something for sure. Talking about, he don't know. He think he adopted. Where did you get your eyes from? That was so weird, but okay then. All right, later on, we can see where he gets a text message, says that he goes on a date with Florida. They both happy because, of course, they're attracted to each other. Then we see Leanne get the same text message, so did he. Moral of the story, he goes out on a date with all three of the ladies, okay? So they're sitting around getting to know each other and stuff. But ultimately, I think he and Florida are a better match, so I think he should lean over that way, especially with Leanne not even being interested in him. She really wants Cinco. And Miss Thang Roxy, we don't know who the hell she wants. We just gonna have to wait and see. Now, when it comes to Cash and Cinco, we see the two sitting down. She's kissing all on him and stuff, but then wanting to know about his decision. I feel like she's laying it on thick because she knows he has to make this decision, and she's letting him know. I feel like these kisses are saying, reminder, we still have a connection. Like, don't forget about me. Like, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was giving me when Cash was, you know, up there kissing on him. And he's still up here undecided, trying to make a decision. So he plans to do that very soon. He goes, and it's messed up in a sense, but you know, this is how it goes. So he sits down with Cash, says he's undecided. Go and have a sit down with Trina, tells her he's gonna make his decision, and he's making a decision to focus on her. So at this point, Trina is super, super happy. Okay. Am I happy? Not for real. No, I'm not, because my girl Cash done sat up here and got played, and I just want y'all to bring more men into the house, okay, that's going to be attracted to this dark-skinned sister. Do you hear what I say? All right, so whatever research and interview questions y'all gotta ask, do what it is you gotta do. Now, somebody in my comments mentioned that Giovanni and Cash should get together. Now, I was like, okay, that's an interesting point. But when I saw the two interact, when she had the pink dress on and they were coming out of the room, and I saw the two over there talking, and he put his arm around her, I said, ooh, I could see the two of them together. Interesting, especially when Olivia kissed Jeremy during the drop. So I mean, they could eventually have a match or something, but I feel like Olivia and Giovanni may stay together based on, you know, being safe in the house, you know. But I wouldn't be mad at Giovanni and Cash getting together. At the end of the day, to me, Cash is the underdog, and I want to see her get a good match. Okay, I want it to be similar to Justina from last season. Is it Justina or Justine? I want to see a similar situation. Okay, so let us pray for Ms. Cash. But that's all I got, okay? I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.